Alright, so I got a story here that should surprise exactly 0 people who watch this channel because the CIA has been apparently, according to new declassified documents that we just got access to, basically doing large sweeps of the American people's private information. So here from The Guardian, just giving us a little bit of an intro rundown in terms of what the information is that we actually know now. They say declassified documents reveal the CIA has been sweeping up information on Americans, and civil liberties watchdogs condemn the agency's collection of domestic data without congressional or court approval or oversight. So in other words, basically the CIA is acting as the criminal rogue shadow government organization that they are, and that we all understand that they have been basically since their inception. So let's get into some of the details. They say the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, has been secretly collecting Americans' private information in bulk, according to newly declassified documents that prompted condemnation from civil liberties watchdogs. And the surveillance program was exposed on Thursday by 2 Democrats in the Senate Intelligence Committee. Ron Wyden of Oregon and Martin Heinrich of New Mexico alleged that the CIA has long concealed it from the public and Congress. So members of Congress, members of even the Senate Intelligence Committee didn't even know that this program was in operation. So again, a completely detached shadow government, basically an organization that is able to do whatever the fuck they want without even congressional oversight. So they say the pair sent a letter to top intelligence officials arguing that the program operates, quote, outside the statutory framework that Congress and the public believe govern this collection. And they added that it is critical that Congress not legislate without awareness of a CIA program, and that the American public not be misled into believing that the reforms in any reauthorization legislation fully cover the IC's collection of their records. And we got access to some of these letters that had this information in them, and they say large parts of the letter, which was sent in April of 2021 and declassified this past Thursday, and documents released by the CIA were blacked out, so we didn't even get access to the entirety of what this program actually looks like or what information they have been in bulk stealing from the American people. But they continue saying the senator's disclosure triggered fresh concerns about privacy protections, and Patrick Toomey, a lawyer for the ACLU, said these reports raise serious questions about the kinds of information the CIA is vacuuming up in bulk and how the agency exploits that information to spy on Americans, and that the CIA conducts these sweeping surveillance activities without any court approval and with few, if any, safeguards imposed by Congress. So if this sounds familiar, I mean, it should sound familiar. It seems like it's basically a similar thing to what we found out the NSA, the National Surveillance Agency, was doing in the Edward Snowden leaks. And he basically had a take on this that is pretty similar to the types of takes that he was having in response to the shit that he was leaking about what the NSA was doing in their bulk collection of information from the American people. So Edward Snowden said, "You are about to witness an enormous political debate in which the spy agencies and their apologists on TV tell you this is normal and okay, and the CIA doesn't know how many Americans are in the database or how they got there anyway, but it is not okay." Okay, and that's to say the least. I mean, obviously, this is, again, criminal. It's unconstitutional. It's a violation of your Fourth Amendment protection to illegal search and seizure by the government. So it's, again, unconstitutional, illegal, but not something that the CIA typically abides by. I mean, this is coming from the same organization that did, torture programs, which are, again, unconstitutional and illegal under international and domestic law. So, not exactly the agency that has the utmost morals or care or regard for law or legal precedent or the Constitution in any way, shape, or form. Okay, the CIA needs to be, as JFK once said, broken and shattered into a million pieces. Okay, the CIA does not add any positives to the world. I really don't have much else to say about this. Again, it's not really that surprising as a story in and of itself. I think everybody kind of assumed that this type of thing was happening behind the scenes. It's not, surprising in any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, the CIA does not deserve to exist. Okay, at least not anywhere remotely close to its current form. Okay, in a domestic sense, they're obviously doing things that are criminal and illegal and unconstitutional. In a foreign policy sense, all you have to do is go and look at the entire history of the CIA since World War II. I mean, basically what they have been doing is running around acting functionally as a death squad for U.S. capitalists, overthrowing governments overseas, toppling democracies, killing innocent civilians, spreading, propaganda around the world. All of these different things that they have been doing both in a domestic and an international setting pretty much prove that the CIA does not need to exist, and that it being deleted from existence, essentially, or if we were to shatter it into a million pieces, it would be a significant net benefit to the American people and to the future of humanity. So that's my take on it. I'm not gonna, shy away or try to pretend as if the CIA is doing something positive in the world, but we had another good take here from unexpected character Justin Amash, who's usually pretty good on like civil liberties types of issues, but he said rogue agencies like the NSA, the FBI, and the CIA are a more serious threat to liberty in America than the enemies they claim to protect us from. So again, pretty much a synopsis of what I was just saying. I don't think that the CIA or even the NSA or arguably FBI have any positive benefit to existing in the ways that they do right now. So, at the very least, we need transparency on shit like this, so we know what laws they are violating, our constitutional rights that they are violating, and from there it just becomes a challenge of how do you confront something that is this powerful, that exists beyond the bounds of even congressional oversight or anything like that. It's obviously not going to be easy. It's obviously going to be a pretty a terrible process to try to undertake, but nonetheless, at the end of the day, that's the direction that we should be moving.